Okay, I have finally finished Salt and Sanctuary, and what I thought I would do was give a quick final thoughts while I'm fighting the final boss. Bet no one's ever done that before. So, the game itself, I enjoyed it. Overall, if you're going to give it a rating, it would be about a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It did what I wanted it to do. What I mean by that is, when you get these types of games which are action RPGs where you get to level up a character, level up equipment, level up the weapon, you get to explore, you get to collect items, and you get to do all those things and have a challenge. That game's right up my street, and I'm sure it is for a lot of people. And this game gives you that. Whenever I bought the game, it was $7.99 on the PlayStation Store. So for £8, I think I've got about 15 hours out of it when I completed it. I think I'm about level 75, something like that. So it is the kind of Dark Souls formula where you're kind of given a world and a brief story and just told to get along with it. You can join different covenants which do different things with your healing. Like this covenant at the minute, every time I heal I get a little bit poisoned. I'm not sure how to change covenants. I can't say I understand the game fully in that aspect of it. You get to learn new skills, like you get to learn how to dash jump, you get to learn how to jump off walls, and things like that as you progress, which is nice touches because then it helps you get the secret areas you couldn't get to before. You get to leave messages for other players, you get to summon other players to help you with the boss, although I could never do that, but you also get to use an item to then fight them. Now again, I never got that chance, as I mentioned, because I've played this game probably way too late. But the option was there, and I think that's really interesting because if you saw my video on the bitch of the swamp, whatever the hell her name was, I really would have liked some help for that. Now moving on to the drawbacks of the game. The biggest drawback for me, and it nearly made me stop playing the game, was the confusion of the world. Trying to navigate my way around was nearly game breaking for me. There's no mini map, and because it's side scrolling and because there's so many levels and so many bosses, I think there's about 25-30 bosses and 25-30 levels, you're not really told where to go. And until I was maybe 4 or 5 hours in, I didn't commit to the game because it was just so difficult. And that's the main drawback for me, was really just that. You could also throw in that sometimes you're a bit stiff with the fighting. Like if you ran one way or jumped to the right, you couldn't attack to the left swiftly, and there was a bit of a pause to do that. So you would have meant to strike behind you, but you'd strike in front of you, and then you'd be dead. But other than that, overall complete game. Yeah, I'll summarize at the end. Getting on to the last boss. How you beat this boss is how I beat about 70% of the bosses with my melee build, was just to tank up and just do a couple of little attacks, run away and repeat. I buffed my weapon with the fire talisman and also the lightning, and had an arcane shield for defense, and that was really it. And I found a lot of the bosses can just be beaten this way. It still took me 3 or 4 goes because I always try to get one more hit than I should. And if this game teaches you anything, it's to take your time and to let the boss fights last a bit longer, just so that you have that time, because you'll always have enough energy flasks, you know, if you're careful like that. So if you're wondering ever to get this game, what I would say to you was that for what you get out of it, it's first of all great value for money. And if you're looking for that kind of Souls game where you get the frustration but you get the reward, but you don't want to maybe buy Neo or For Honor, or you don't have money for that, this game will get your fix until maybe those prices come down. So there you go, my first attempt at a review. Let me know what you think of my reviewing and what you thought of this game, and let me know if I've swayed you one way or the other. Also like the video if you like it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.